facilities.
Yeah, the car.
I love Paulie. when he comes on, they bring the digestives.
They bring the trolley round.
They bring the chair.
The medication. When did you two first meet?
When did we meet?
We met... I'll take this.
Yeah.
We met actually at a rap party for Roots. Do you remember the phenomenal miniseries Roots?
Yeah.
And Tyne's husband was in the show.
Yeah.
And we were at the rap party together.
No, my husband was, and he directed a couple of episodes.
Oh, that was a killer series.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was just taking off, and we were on people's arms. I mean, we were the decoration. It was not our party, so of course we met at the bar. And had a great heart-to-heart.
They left us alone.
We talked for quite a while, and then when we re-met, when we were hired to do the series together, Sharon told me that she loved that evening that we spent together I can't remember where we were. Anyway, remember what you said to me?
Bistro.
Yeah, the bistro. Remember what you said to me?
No.
She said
Like a telepathy they have.
She said to me that I had told her something that she was so wonderful that she would never forget it as long as she lived. And I said, what was it? And she said, I have no idea.
I swear that's the truth. It haunts me to this day.
We're still talking to each other because we're trying to figure out what the heck that was. 100 years ago that we said.
Did you two really get on like a house on fire when you were making the series?
We did. We sort of decided to.
Yeah.
Well, I let me step in on this one.
Oh, cool.
It was due to the generosity of Tyne Daly.
Nah.
It was. I was her third cagney.
That's true.
And she loved the last one, you know? So
Yeah.
she had to take a big step in letting me in, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
Also,
Her
we decided,
generosity.
you know, there was a lot to divide and conquer. They would have loved it if we'd been at each other's throats. The press would have loved it,
they'd
and
have had a ball,
the producers
yeah.
would have
Yeah.
loved it, and all that stuff. And so we sort of made a pact,
Right.
that it was us against the world,
Yeah.
both
was.
on the screen and you know, for real.
All right.
So
You met your husband on the show, didn't you? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
I married him 10 years later.
she's very picky.
Was she? And did he seduce you with a competition about kisses? This is all what Bert's told me.
Oh, the film.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Actually, we hated each other at first. I mean, hated each other.
But isn't always that the best way to start
That's
a
what they
relationship?
say. But it was like 5 years in, and yes, I was getting an award, which Tyne also received. But Barney made a film for me, and it was to the song of "You Are So Beautiful," and it was all the leading men I'd ever kissed in my career. And I went, and I heard this voice say, "I wish the lights would never come up," and I'm going.
And who was it said your hair colour would stop you winning an enema? I nearly said...
Paul?
An Emmy! My nerves are gone! I've got cagney and lacey on the couch! I'm trying to keep it cool here!
I haven't got an award called an enema.
An Emmy! Who said that to you?
Who said what?
That your hair colour would stop you getting an Emmy?
Oh, he did.
He didn't.
He always
Your old man said that.
Tyne kept winning the Emmy. She'd won 3 in a row. And Barney worried about it. And I knew I would win. I knew eventually I'd win. And Barney kept coming into my trailer, always the next day saying, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, a blonde will never win the Emmy in the dramatic category. It just will never happen for you."
Really?
Yeah, and I said, "Yes, it will. You wait. You see." And in the 4th year, they gave
the
it
Emmy.
to me. And
We all cheat, believe you me.
And as I was leaving his house, I yelled to him, I said, "See, Barney, a blonde can win the Emmy in the dramatic category." And he yelled back, "No, they can't, not unless they're you."
Look, folks, just to get me going, to get me salivating, we've got a taste here of the brilliance of Cagney and Lacey. Let's have a look,
no.
please. I can't believe
my
this.
You made me look like an idiot in there this morning. I'm sitting there with Marquette, and I'm saying, "Hey, don't worry, everything's fine. No, Lacey and I have talked, and of course we saw the same thing." Then you walk in.
Is that the problem? I made you look bad in front of an inspector?
That's part of it.
So give me all of it.
I didn't go after this job because I couldn't find anything else. All right, I did not come here because I needed some kind of work to help pay the orthodontist. This means something to me.
It's a tough job you got.
Dusty, you were saying exactly the same thing that Christine said to me.
So maybe she's got a point. Why don't you just call it a difference of opinion and live with it?
I don't know, Harv, because I can't... I have to say what I believe in, don't I?
Sure.
I can't just bite my tongue if something bothers me.
That's okay, but just don't make everybody else the bad guy, because they don't see everything exactly the way you do.
Harv, how come every time I ask you tell the truth, you tell the truth? You never take my side.
I could cry. I can't, seriously.
We all settled into watching Cagney and Lacey.
Oh, well, I was glued there, that's
The audience
it.
were like,
Will you not go home, please? I'm going to watch Cagney and Lacey, thank you very much. Tyne, I know we spoke about Gypsy earlier,
Yeah.
but did you audition for the original one with Ethel Merman? You must have been about 2.
Ah, no. My dad's agent wanted me to audition for the Young Gypsy, and they made me sit and decide whether or not, you know, because they said the actor does not have the luxury of a no. And if you're going to go audition, you have to be able to say yes. Anyway, I decided not to. I was 11, and we went to see the show because we saw the shows then. My dad was an actor, and I saw the show, and I thought, well, you know, the kid, the little young gypsy, she's gone in the first act. The one I want to be is that one. So it was only 40 years later that I got to voice something.
Did you enjoy it? Because it's pretty hard score to sing, isn't it, Gypsy? You know, especially on a matinee day, twice a day.
Twice a day, no talking in between. It's a huge bite, but
Yeah.
you're about to take that adventure I just heard before,
Yeah,
you know?
I'm going to do Othello.
I heard.
Yeah, and start rehearsal in January.
Yeah.
The
And
musical.
Othello, the musical.
No, but when you take on roles like that,
Yeah,
and they're
it's a
enormous,
big challenge.
it's really fun. It's kind of, you know, it's mountain climbing.
Well, you two are going to put me in A&E. You really are. That rest. I mean, thanks for coming, really.
We love you.
I have a
Thank
present
you.
for you.
Yes.
Or gift
just
items.
before I came here, I went to a thing for Clint Eastwood, and which the first cop I played was there were these souvenirs. There was actually they had chocolate 357 Magnums, but mine melted in the plane, and it was just into soup. But I'll give you this just as a little. This is actually for me and Sharon. This is.
I have something from us, too.
Oh, my lord.
It's a keychain.
I know that.
And it says dirty Harry.
But it's
on it.
handcuffs for bottom.
Yes, just to remember.
Oh, that's...
I have from us an invitation for lunch, dinner, tea, whatever you choose, with the two of us.
Oh, you're too much.
Anything you want.
Anything?
Anything.
I'm going to have a bath. Right, you're on. Ladies and gentlemen.